So today I want to talk to you about how to generate outsized returns compared to your competition, especially if you get this one key right. And I want to tell you a story of one of my affiliate partners, my joint venture partners. And recently he did an affiliate promotion on his podcast episode, on his podcast. Actually, he did two affiliate promotions on his podcast, and he generated $1,000 total in sales, averaging to around $500 for each of the promotions, for each of the podcast interviews he did. Now, just before those promotions, I did an affiliate promotion on his podcast, and we generated $8,000, over $8,000 in sales for the same amount of time. In the sense, I went and got interviewed on his podcast. I spent 45 minutes, and so did his other two affiliate partners. But for some reason, why was I able to generate 16 times the returns, $8,000 on one episode compared to $500 average on one episode? From the same exact traffic source, from the same exact host on the other side of the podcast, for the same number of hours worked, right? I was interviewed for 45 minutes. The other guys who promoted their products, they were also interviewed for 45 minutes. So what happened? What's the big difference? Why was I able to generate 16x the returns for the same time invested? You see, if you get this right, you can go leverage and have exponential growth in your business. But if you don't get this right, you will constantly be wondering why your business is not growing. Because this lesson, even though I'm telling you with respect to an affiliate, this applies across the board to all of your online business, to all of your online business growth. And I see this quite often with my coaching clients. They will come to me and say, hey, my funnel is converting with my traffic, but once I turn on ads or once I'm sending this affiliate traffic, I'm just not getting the returns. Maybe the affiliate traffic strategy doesn't work, or maybe ads don't work. Well, that's not true. And in this video, I'm going to literally show you what you're doing wrong and how you can get much bigger returns. I'll explain why this happens and how you can maximize your conversions from different traffic types. All right. The problem that most people are facing is that your funnel has not been tuned for this specific traffic type. And this is what Russell Brunson talks about in this book, .com Secrets. When your funnel has not been tuned for a specific traffic type, you will suffer. You will have major problems trying to convert it. There are two keys to get exponential conversions when it comes to getting your funnel to convert. First, you need to analyze what the traffic temperature is, because there are three levels of traffic temperature that is visiting your website. Your hot traffic is traffic already on your email list. They know you well. They have a relationship with you. They subscribe to your blog or podcast or YouTube channel, and they have a lot of interactions with you in the sense that they're reading your emails. And these are people who are heavy consumers of your content, and they feel you already have a connection with this traffic, with these people, and these will become the main revenue generator of your business. The second traffic type, or second traffic temperature type, is the warm traffic. They may not know you that well. Maybe they're coming from joint venture or affiliate, just like that podcast episode I was talking to you about. And maybe they are your YouTube viewers or podcast listeners, but they're not yet on your email list. They haven't really built that relationship with you. So they need a little more work to be sold to. And the third traffic type, which is the hardest traffic to crack, is cold traffic. Traffic that doesn't know you at all, you or your company or your product. There's no trust built with them, and they find you through some paid ads on Facebook or YouTube, or some content that you put out on YouTube or podcast. And more than likely, this is paid traffic, and hence this will take the most amount of work to convert. Now, knowing that there are three kinds of traffic, we have to figure out how do we get each of these traffic sources to convert, or each of these traffic temperatures to convert and to become buying customers for our products, for our services, for our online business. And the key here is to set up the pre-frame bridge, or set up a pre-frame so that gets these people to buy from you, to get these different traffic sources to buy from you. Now, you can create different types of bridges. For hot traffic, the bridge is really easy because the traffic already knows you, trusts you, follows you. It needs very little pre-framing. All you have to do is send a link to your sales page or landing page with a blog post or podcast episode or just an email, and that will work. Now, on the other hand, cold traffic bridge is the hardest. This is the toughest bridge, but this is where you will get massive growth. Now, you have to master the skill of converting cold traffic to hot traffic. This is the key to growing your business. And this is where you have to tell stories. The way you do this, the way you build that trust, the way you get that cold traffic to convert into hot traffic is you build trust by telling stories, by sharing testimonials and success stories, by case studies, by education material that gets that audience to start trusting you. And the third type of traffic, we talked about hot traffic, cold traffic, and of course, warm traffic. The bridge for warm traffic, because I told you earlier about how I was able to convert a warm traffic audience massively, 16x higher returns compared to other affiliates. So now let me tell you what warm traffic bridges are, especially when it's joint ventures and affiliates. This is the kind of traffic you can build great bridges using pre-framing techniques. One of that, and that's what I did in that podcast interview, you tell your story. I told my story on the podcast episode. And when we do specific joint venture affiliate partnerships, we tell the story on that email when we send email promotions. And not only that, I share the story of my struggles, my victories, and how it relates to that audience. And then I get the joint venture partner or affiliate partner to endorse me, to show the audience that they know me, they can relate to my product, my service, and show that they can trust me. So all of this pre-framing happens in that interview or in that email before people even come to my sales page, before even people land on the sales page. This is one of the biggest reasons why we got 16x returns compared to other affiliates on the same exact traffic source, same exact podcast, same exact host. What did we do differently? Well, there were very precise elements of trust building, of pre-framing that were involved throughout that podcast interview that I put in to ensure that when people landed on the sales page, they would be much warmer, almost to the point where they were hot traffic at that point, because they had associated with my story, they had associated with my struggles, they had associated with the lessons I was learning and the stages in which they were, where they have been, all of that stuff. So what I did in those podcasts, in that podcast interview, I built that bridge, trying to convert that warm traffic into super hot traffic so that when they land on our sales page, they would buy from us. And that is really important to understand. So if you want to learn how to generate exponentially more revenue for the same number of hours worked, just like I showed you here, I did the same time. I did the same amount of work, 45-minute interview. I generated $8,000, over $8,000 in revenue, while the other guys only generated $500 on the average. They also got interviewed for 45 minutes. The difference is not in anything. There's no magic here. It's just pure marketing science at play, pure business strategy at play. And this is extreme leverage, basically. You don't get extreme leverage from doing a lot more, from just sitting in your office and pounding your head against the wall and saying, okay, I'm going to do more. And as a result, I'm going to create a lot more results. No, this is about doing the strategically right things at any given stage of the business to get the results. Because you want to get way more results for the number of hours you're putting in. That's the most important thing that you can do in your business any given time. Because you can only work 24 hours a day, my friend. So exponential returns are the name of the game. Now, if you want me to show you how to do that, I have created the 100K Accelerator Mastermind, where it is designed to help content creators like YouTubers, bloggers, podcasters generate an additional $100,000 per year in automatic revenue using our automatic revenue funnels for their products, for their services. Now, whether you are currently selling or you are interested in selling your info products, your coaching, your group coaching, your memberships, your masterminds, this is for you. Now, there is a specific qualifying condition though. Your business must be generating at least $50,000 per year or more to qualify for this program. And applications are right now open. You can go to 2000books.com/coaching to apply. This is only open to a select few people, and applications will close as soon as all the spots are filled up. So you should apply before all the spots are taken, because if you want to generate an additional $100,000 per year in revenue, and not only that, the revenue is automatic. These are automatic revenue funnels that keep making you money while you sleep. If that is something you want to do, then you should apply. Go to 2000books.com/coaching, and maybe you will be one of the few selected people who you and I will work as a group. We will all be working together to help you get this end result.